Ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully. The strongest force in your life is focus. And focus dies the moment you open your mouth. Never tell people what you're doing. Because the instant you speak, you give away power. Your energy leaves your vision. And doubt enters through the words. Talk too much, and you invite envy, criticism, and opinions from those who've never built anything. And their doubts become your poison. Dreams don't die from failure. They die from exposure. The tallest trees grow in silence. The deepest rivers carve mountains without noise. Your goals are seeds. They need darkness to grow. Speak too soon, and you dig them up before they take root. Results are the only language the world understands. You don't need to explain. You don't need to prove. When your success stands before them, it will speak louder than every word you never said. Silence is discipline. Silence is strength. While others talk, you work. While others boast, you build. While others explain, you execute. Guard your vision. Lock it in your heart. Work in the shadows, and when the time is right, step into the light, not with words, but with victory so undeniable, the world has no choice but to respect you. Because every word you speak leaks energy. The more you explain, the less you execute. The more you reveal, the more you invite resistance. Most people give away their vision before it's born, and then wonder why their dreams never survive. Your dreams are fragile, like a seed under the soil. They need protection, not exposure. Don't show people the seed. Don't ask for permission. Don't explain. Don't explain. Work in silence until your roots are unshakable and your success unmissable. Execution creates proof. Words create excuses. The loudest in the room is often the weakest. The silent worker, the quiet builder, is the one who shocks the world. Mystery is power. When they don't know your moves, they can't stop them. Keep them guessing. Let them underestimate you. And then strike with results so powerful, they shake the ground. The world doesn't remember promises. It remembers proof. History is written by doers, not talkers. You are not here to convince. You are here to conquer. So master the art of silence. Protect your focus like treasure. Work behind closed doors. Let your actions echo while your mouth stays closed. When it's done, step out, not with explanations, but with evidence. Evidence that silences doubt and demands respect. Because in the end, words fade, promises vanish. Opinions mean nothing, but results are eternal. Results are respect, results are truth. Stop talking, stop explaining. Do the work, deliver the result. And let the world be silenced. By what you built and not by what you said, the world respects one thing, results. Not promises, not plans, not plans. Not words. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't need to convince them or prove anything. Just execute, just deliver, just produce. When the evidence is real, when the proof is undeniable, even your enemies will be forced to respect it, because results shut every mouth. Results silence every critic. Results crush envy under the weight of truth. While others waste their breath talking, you should be building. While they explain, you execute. While they complain, you create. That's how you separate yourself. That's how you rise above envy. Not through words, but through undeniable results. Yes, people envy more than they support. But let that fuel your fire. Let their doubt remind you why silence matters. Let their envy remind you why focus is your greatest weapon. Because the same people who mock you now will one day pretend they always believed in you. Don't prove them wrong with words. Prove them wrong with results. Don't seek applause. Don't seek validation. Seek progress. Seek mastery. Seek results because results are louder than jealousy, stronger than criticism, and respected even by those who despise you. Stay silent. Stay focused. Stay relentless. Protect your dream from envious eyes. Let them wonder what you're doing. Let them think you're standing still, and then strike. Step forward with proof so powerful, so undeniable, it freezes every whisper into silence. That's the power of execution. That's the strength of discipline. Keep your vision private. Keep your plan protected. Invest your energy in execution, not explanation. Build in silence. Win in silence. Let envy grow, because envy is powerless against proof. The world forgets words, but it never forgets results. It doesn't care what you said you'd do. It only remembers what you did. Every time you open your mouth about your goals, you invite opinions from people who neither understand your vision nor carry your weight. You think you're sharing for support, but in truth, you're leaking power. Every word you speak about what you plan to do drains energy from what you must do. Talking invites resistance. It weakens the dream. Silence protects it. When you explain your vision, you give the world a chance to judge a masterpiece still in progress. They'll call it impossible, not because it is, but because they can't see what you see. Their doubts are not insight. They're limitations. And if you let them in, they'll turn your certainty into hesitation. And hesitation kills momentum. Talking also invites envy. Some people will never want you to win because your success reminds them that they gave up. They'll smile while secretly hoping you fail. They'll nod while quietly planting doubt. They'll act supportive while wishing for your fall. That's why silence isn't weakness. It's armor. Silence keeps your focus safe from poison, and silence destroys distraction. Because every time you talk about your dream, you trick your brain into thinking you've already achieved something. You get the satisfaction before the struggle. You get applause before achievement. And that fake comfort steals your hunger. Talking is the thief of discipline. Silence, its guardian, sharpens your focus. Silence concentrates your energy. Silence protects you from critics' envy and distraction. In silence, it's just you, your vision, and your work. And that's all you need. The world only respects what you deliver. No one remembers your promises. No one values your intentions. They remember what you built. They respect what you finished. They admire what you produced. Every great empire, invention, and revolution was crafted in silence, away from the noise, behind closed doors. And when revealed, the world stood still. That's the rhythm of greatness. Silence first, noise later. The weak want attention. The strong want results. The weak explain. The strong execute. The weak seek applause. The strong seek mastery. So decide, will you talk about it or will you become it? Will you announce your plans or will you let the world discover your proof? Because talking invites critics, but results invite respect. Results are undeniable. Results humble envy. Results destroy doubt. When you deliver, nobody questions you. When you produce, nobody demands explanation. Proof needs no defense, so guard your dream, keep it hidden, protect it from careless mouths and small minds, work quietly every day, every night. Let them assume you're doing nothing. Let them underestimate you. Then, when it's time, let your results roar. Let them see what silence has created. Let them be stunned by the work you did while they were busy talking. The world doesn't reward noise. It rewards achievement. It doesn't honor words. It honors evidence. So stop wasting focus on talk. Stop leaking energy in explanation. Stop giving power to doubt. Stay silent. Stay disciplined. Stay dangerous, because one day you will stand before those who doubted you, and you won't need to say a single word. Your results will speak for you. Your success will silence every critic. Your achievements will drown every distraction. The world does not respect words. It respects proof. And proof only comes from execution. So stop talking. Start building. And let your results say everything you never have to. The envy that once surrounded you will one day turn into forced respect. Because results cannot be denied. Talking attracts doubt, criticism, and distraction. But silence, backed by relentless execution, attracts results. And results speak louder than any words you could ever say. Execution creates proof. Words create excuses. It doesn't matter how beautifully you describe your dream, how passionately you explain your plan, or how loudly you announce your intentions. Without execution, it's all noise. Words are cheap. Promises are fragile. Explanations mean nothing. Only proof has power. Only action creates proof. Only results make the world listen. Too many people live their entire lives talking instead of doing. They speak of what they'll build someday. They dream of what they'll start in next year. But someday never comes because talk is a comfortable substitute for action. Talking gives the illusion of progress. It makes you feel as if you've already achieved something. But it produces nothing. It builds nothing. It changes nothing. Every time you choose words over execution, you weaken your own power. You convince yourself that you're moving forward when you're standing still. You convince yourself that you're working when you're wasting time. Words create excuses, and excuses are the tools of failure. Well, I was going to start. I almost did. I told people I would. These are the sounds of wasted potential, the echoes of dreams that never made it out of the grave. Execution is different. Execution is raw. Execution is real. It demands sacrifice, discipline, and consistency. Execution doesn't reward you with applause in the beginning. It gives you silence, lonely, and long hours that no one sees. But in that silence, results are born. Execution is the only voice that cannot be argued with. It's the only answer every critic understands. It's the only proof envy cannot deny. Words invite doubt. Execution silences it. Words attract critics. Execution destroys them. Words create envy. Execution transforms envy into respect. The world doesn't care about what you say you'll do. It only respects what you finish. You don't need to explain yourself when you have proof. You don't need to defend yourself when you have results. You don't need to talk when your execution speaks for you. The greatest victories are never announced in advance. Warriors don't reveal their battle plans. Builders don't unveil the blueprint before the foundation is strong. Innovators don't reveal their creation before it's ready. They move in silence. They work in darkness. They execute relentlessly. And when the time comes, they reveal proof so powerful, so undeniable, that no critic, no doubter, no envious soul can argue against it. That is the power of execution. Talking about your plans gives others permission to tear them apart. They'll tell you it's impossible. They'll remind you of your failures. They'll project their fear onto your dream. And if you're not careful, their fear becomes your doubt. That's why silence is your fortress. It is not weakness. It is protection. It is the discipline that guards your focus. Stop announcing. Stop explaining. Stop seeking permission. Put your energy where it matters, in the work. Build quietly. Grind relentlessly. Execute daily. When it's done, let the proof speak for itself, because proof is universal. Proof is undeniable. Proof earns respect even from those who once doubted you. You can fake confidence. You can fake promises. You can fake intention. But you cannot fake execution. The scoreboard never lies. The finished product never lies. The finished product never lies. Either you did it or you didn't. Execution is the only evidence that counts. If you want to rise above the noise, don't be the loudest. Be the most consistent. Let others drown in talk. Let others chase attention with empty promises. While they speak, you move. While they explain, you execute. While they dream out loud, you build in silence. And when the time comes, you'll have something real, something finished, something undeniable. You won't need to talk. The proof will do it for you. Execution creates proof. Words create excuses. So decide, will you live in the world of talkers drowning in explanations? Or in the world of executors where results are the only currency that matters? Talk is cheap. Execution is priceless. Stop talking. Start doing. Deliver proof. And let the world bow to your results. The greatest builders reveal only when finished. They don't announce their plans while the foundation is still fragile. They don't expose their vision before it's ready. They build in silence, away from opinions, away from envy, away from noise. They protect their work until it's strong enough to stand on its own. And when the vision becomes reality, the world is forced to see it. Complete, undeniable, unshakable. Understand this truth. Your dream is fragile in the beginning. It's a seed, and seeds cannot survive if they're dug up too soon. They need darkness. They need silence. They need time to grow roots. Yet too many people kill their dreams by revealing them too early. They invite opinions, envy, and distraction before it's ready to live. And under that weight, their vision dies. That's why the greatest builders stay silent until the proof is real. Because they know people envy more than they support. When you share your dream too early, you open the door to jealousy. Some will pretend to cheer you on while quietly waiting for your fall. Others will laugh, dismiss, or discourage. Even loved ones may project their fears onto your vision. Why give them that power? Why let them weaken your fire? Silence is not fear. It's strategy. It's wisdom. It's power. Because the world does not respect promises. It respects results. No one remembers what you said you would do. They remember what you built. No one celebrates the blueprint. They celebrate the skyscraper. No one honors the talker. They honor the finisher. So master the discipline of silence. Speak less. Execute more. And when it's done, let the results announce you to the world. Because in the end, talk fades, but results echo forever. That silence keeps you moving forward. Silence keeps your vision pure. When you work quietly, you give your dream the space it needs to grow, free from interference, doubt, and distraction. You are not slowed by explanations. You are not blinded by applause. You are not drained by the opinions of others. You simply move, step by step, moment by moment, until the work is done. And when it's finished, when the results stand in front of you, no one can deny it, because results speak louder than words. They hit harder than promises. They stand stronger than opinions. Results are the only proof that truly matters. People can debate your plans. They can question your dreams. They can doubt your intentions. But when the proof is real, when the building stands, when the product works, when the vision becomes reality, every argument collapses. Critics fall silent in the presence of results. Envy transforms into forced respect. Doubt gets crushed under the weight of proof. So don't chase validation. Don't seek applause. Don't waste energy trying to convince the world before you finish the work. Seek only progress. Seek only growth. Seek only growth. Seek only results. Because once the result is undeniable, recognition will follow on its own. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to explain yourself. The world will see it because results demand attention. The greatest creators, the greatest builders, the greatest visionaries, they all share one trait. They reveal only when the masterpiece is complete. You must live with that same discipline. Build in silence. Train in silence. Work in silence. Keep your head low. Keep your focus sharp. Keep your energy invested in execution, not explanation. Let others talk about what they plan to do. Let others drown in their endless speeches and half-finished ideas. While they speak, you move. While they explain, you execute. While they dream out loud, you build quietly in the shadows. And when the time comes, when your work is ready, when your proof is undeniable, you will step forward not with words, but with results that speak for themselves. You won't need to defend your dream. You won't need to justify your vision. You won't need to prove your worth to anyone, because your results will do it for you. They'll silence every critic, humble every doubter, and earn the respect of those who never believed in you. Never forget, the blueprint is yours. The vision is yours. The work is yours. Guard it, protect it. Build it, and reveal it only when it's complete. Because talk fades, promises vanish, opinions shift, but results are eternal. The greatest builders reveal only when finished. Be one of them. Build in silence, reveal in power, and let your results speak louder than any words ever could. Every seed begins in darkness before the harvest appears. No farmer plants a seed and digs it up to prove it's growing. He trusts the process. He knows the roots must take hold underground before the fruit can be seen. Your dream is the same. Your vision, your mission, your goal, they all begin quietly in silence, in darkness, away from the noise of the world. Expose them too early, and they die before they can bloom. Share them too soon, and doubt will choke their growth. That is why you must never announce every move. Never explain every step. Never tell the world what you're doing until the proof stands tall on its own. Because silence is strength. Silence is strategy. And silence is where greatness grows. Protect your seed until it becomes a harvest. Talking too soon is like digging up a seed before it has roots. The moment you start announcing your plans, you invite opinions, doubts, criticism, and envy. And those voices can strangle your dream before it ever has the strength to stand. People will tell you it cannot be done. They will remind you of every failure you've had. Some will laugh. Others will pretend to support you while secretly hoping you fall. Why hand them that power? Why expose your fragile seed to their poison? Understand this. People envy far more than they support. Your growth exposes their excuses. Your ambition threatens their comfort. Your hunger reminds them of everything they gave up on. And because your rise challenges their story, they'll try to pull you back down. Not always with hatred, but with subtle doubt, disguised concern, and false encouragement. Silence is your shield against. Silence keeps the soil around your seed undisturbed. Every seed needs darkness, patience, and time. Every dream needs privacy, discipline, and persistence. The greatest builders, the greatest warriors, the greatest creators, they all understood the power of hidden growth. They didn't talk about the harvest before it came. They worked the soil. They watered the seed. They waited for the right season. And then, when the time was right, they revealed results that no one could deny. Execution creates proof. Words create excuses. Every time you explain, you leak energy. Every time you announce, you divide your focus. Every time you defend your dream, you delay your progress. Stop talking. Start executing. Your results will be your proof. And proof silences every critic. The harvest will come, but only if you trust the process. Do not seek applause before it is ready. Too many people destroy their own dreams by announcing them too early. They crave validation before victory. They want to look successful before they are successful. So they trade progress for praise. They chase attention instead of achievement. And when the applause fades, they are left with nothing. Do not fall into that trap. Do not dig up your seed for approval. Stay disciplined. Stay silent. Stay focused. Let them think you are idle. Let them underestimate you. Let them wonder what you are doing. Meanwhile, you are watering your seed with hard work, sacrifice, and consistency. You are strengthening the roots of your vision in silence. And when the season comes, when the harvest is ready, you will step forward with proof so undeniable that the world will have no choice but to respect you. Because people can argue with dreams, with words, with promises, but no one can argue with results. When the fruit is in your hands, every critic falls silent. Envy turns into forced respect. Doubt collapses under the weight of evidence. So guard your dream like a seed. Protect it in silence. Work on it in private. Give it the time it needs to grow. Do not expose it for validation. Do not weaken it with talk. Let your results reveal it when the time is right. Every seed grows in darkness before the harvest shows. Your dream is no different. Trust the process. Respect the silence. Build in the shadows, and when your season arrives, reveal a harvest so undeniable that even your enemies are forced to applaud. Keep your vision locked inside until it becomes reality. A dream is not meant to be announced. It is meant to be built. Because the moment you expose it, you place it in the hands of people who will never see what you see. They will never feel the fire you feel. They will never understand the hunger that drives you. And because they cannot see through your eyes, they will shrink your vision to fit their limits. That is why silence is power. That is why secrecy is strength. Every dream is fragile at birth. Like a spark, it burns small and delicate. Expose it too soon, and the winds of doubt will blow it. People will mock it, question it, poison it with their fears. And if you are careless, their words will infect your belief until you no longer believe yourself. That is how visions die, through careless exposure. But when you keep your vision protected, it grows. It burns quietly, fiercely hidden from doubt, untouched by ridicule. You give it time to strengthen. You give yourself time to sharpen your craft, discipline your mind, and prepare your path. And as you do, something powerful happens. Your dream transforms from imagination into evidence. You stop talking about it. You start living it. Because words are cheap. Execution is priceless. Talking gives the illusion of progress. It tricks your mind into satisfaction you haven't earned. You feel accomplished, but you've achieved nothing. That satisfaction kills hunger. It dulls the fire. That's why silence is sacred. It protects your drive. It preserves your focus. It keeps your fire alive. The greatest victories are revealed only when complete. Empire builders did not announce every... They built quietly, fought quietly, and then one day unveiled something so magnificent that the world could only watch in awe. The eagle doesn't announce its flight. It spreads its wings and lets the sky speak for it. Be like that. Move quietly. Build privately. Reveal powerfully. Understand this. Most people don't want you to win. Your growth threatens their comfort. Your success exposes their excuses. Your ambition reminds them of the dreams they buried. So why give them the chance to destroy what you're building? Protect it. Guard it. Keep it locked inside until it's unshakable. And when the time comes, when your vision has turned into undeniable proof, reveal it so completely that there is no argument, no criticism, no envy that can stand against it. Because results speak louder than explanations. Success is the only voice that cannot be silenced. The world can reject your words, but it cannot reject your proof. So stop explaining. Stop announcing. Stop leaking your energy in conversations that don't move you forward. Put everything into execution. Fall in love with silence. Find power in secrecy. Build confidence through action. While others talk, you work. While others seek validation, you build mastery. While others chase attention, you chase greatness. That is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. And when your day comes, and it will, your results will speak for you. You won't need to explain how. You won't need to justify why. Your proof will stand tall, undeniable, unshakable, unquestionable. So keep your vision locked inside until it becomes reality. Do not weaken it with words. Do not expose it to envy. Do not trade progress for applause. Guard it with discipline. Feed it with action. Strengthen it with silence. Build it in the dark until it becomes too powerful to ignore. And when it finally rises, let it roar louder than any promise ever could. Surprise the world with your success, not your promises. Anyone can speak about what they plan to do. Anyone can make noise about their dreams. But words don't build empires, execution does. Words don't shape destinies, discipline does. Talking is easy, delivering is rare, and only the rare leave their mark on history. Every time you announce your goals, you hand your power away. You let others hold your fire before it even burns. You set expectations that can become chains. And when you stumble, as every warrior does, you give them the right to laugh, to doubt, to call you a dreamer who never delivered. But if you stay silent and let your work do the talking, you remove all doubt. You take away their weapons, because results speak a language no critic can argue with. Understand this. Most people don't want your promise. They want your failure. Your ambition reminds them of their own comfort. Your hunger exposes their excuses. When they hear your goals, they don't cheer. They compete. They pretend to support you, but inside they hope you don't make it. Why give them that satisfaction? Why feed their envy? Protect your vision from their noise. Silence is your shield. Action is your sword. Don't prove yourself with talk. Prove yourself with results. Every promise you make without execution is a debt, and most people live buried under those unpaid debts. They keep promising, keep dreaming, keep talking, but months pass, years pass, nothing changes. They stay stuck in the same place telling the same story. Don't be one of them. Be the one who says nothing, but builds everything. Work quietly. Move relentlessly. Let your success arrive like a thunderstorm. Sudden, powerful, undeniable. Surprise is your greatest weapon. When they underestimate you, your victory hits harder. When they doubt you, your results silence them forever. That's why warriors don't reveal their plans before battle. That's why great builders don't show blueprints. They show skyscrapers. The weak crave attention because it gives them the illusion of progress. They talk to feel important, not to achieve anything. They chase applause instead of mastery. But applause fades. Mastery lasts. So grow like a seed. Silently, persistently, hidden beneath the soil. Don't announce yourself. Don't explain yourself. Just grow. Let the roots form in silence until the world can no longer ignore the tree you've become. Then, and only then, reveal it. If you want to shock the world, start by shocking yourself. Work harder than you thought you could. Endure more than you believed possible. Build something so strong it humbles even you when it's done. And when the world finally sees it, they won't just respect you. They'll stand in silence because your results left them speechless. Never warn people of who you're becoming. Show them. Never tell them what you'll achieve. Deliver it. The one who talks gets applause today. The one who executes earns respect forever. Remember, gold doesn't need a label to prove its worth. The lion doesn't announce it's a lion. The roar and the hunt say it all. In the same way, your actions should speak for you. So keep your mouth shut and your grind loud. Lock your fire deep inside until it explodes into undeniable success. Build in silence. Let your achievements thunder across the sky. Surprise the world with success, not promises. Let silence be your armor. Let discipline be your weapon. Let results be your voice. That's how legends rise. That's how legacies are built. That's how history remembers you. Not for what you said, but for what you did. So while they talk, you build. While they doubt, you grind. While they laugh, you prepare. And when your time comes, don't give them promises. Give them proof. Don't show them dreams. Show them results. Because in the end, no sound is louder than success, no force stronger than results, and no surprise greater than victory revealed in silence. Surprise the world not with promises, but with power.